So, good afternoon. I am Professor Dr. Ashish Soti from Soti's the Social and Industrial Innovation LLP. We are starting a series of interviews with the persons whom I feel like they are innovators and they are doing great in their career. So, today we have with us Mr. Abhishek Singhal. He is partner at Singhal Consultancy. Is a talented intellectual property professional with a proven expertise in patent law, technology analysis, and legal writing. He is specialized in drafting, prosecuting, filling, and researching patents and design applications. He do also provide support for awareness of patents through different volunteer programs also. So he has started, in fact, one of the IP Bulletin. Is founder of IP Bulletin. It provides information on patent, trademarks, copyrights, and trade secrets. He is BTech and LLB, so he's having a rare combination of engineering with with legal aspect. So I welcome Abhishek to you to this interview. You're most welcome to this interactive session with me.
Thank you, sir, and good afternoon, everyone. And sir, I want to really thank you to give me this opportunity so that I can reach to many people and people can understand what the intellectual properties and how they can innovate and they can safeguard their IP and that IP should be recognized and how we can do that.
So nice of you. So to start with, I wish you to briefly tell the audience about your journey, because you started as a mechanical engineer. Now you are a big name in for patents, right? So just tell in brief about yourself a bit.
Yes, my journey started after the engineering. I went to a KPO and I started my work in a patent industry. In initial days, I always searched for the patents to analyze the patentability criteria and the freedom to operate and the infringement analysis for the different companies and the organization who come to us to know the patentability criteria among the different jurisdictions. This how my journey was started from a mechanical engineer to a patent analyst. Then after working for 6-7 months, I understand the analysis is just one part of the patent industry. If you want to grow high and you want to understand the basic or the highest technicalities of this industry, you have to work in a law firm. And then my career has entirely shifted towards from a mechanical engineer to a lawyer. I joined a law firm after 7 months, and then went to a from a KPO, I went to a law firm and then started my journey. And from that particular time, I started learning law and understanding law, how the patent law or a design or IP laws work, because I had expertise in the mechanical engineering in the patent industry. And that I have started learning law and I take admission in a law college. Apart from the working, I used to give my uh, uh, law exams, and then this journey started. And through this journey, I have worked in different law firms such as LS Dower, the big names of the industry, the Sai Krishna and Associates, and then later on, I thought that. The role or the responsibility that I am given to those organizations was limited. If I have to start and I have to mentor the students or a professor or the any normal person what the IP is, I have to start my journey on my own so that I can mentor and I can easily help. Because in a industry, in a job, you cannot mentor such people. You can help the customers, the clients that you are getting in the firm. You cannot directly go and if you want to directly go in such industry, then you have to take permission, and I always had it hesitate to do that. So that's the how journey started, and then I landed to the single consultancy, and right now I'm enjoying my work, and I'm mentoring people so that they can innovate, they can understand, they can learn.
Okay, you have find your ikigai. You have got what is your real enjoyment in the work, and that you started working. That is what is real innovation, right? Being in India, this is great thing. Now,
Yes.
one more thing, what needs to be there, because a lot of students and colleges are now focused on innovation, and even academics institutes, UGC, AICT, all are making innovation mandatory, and because of the that many of the innovation councils are coming in the institutes. So how students and institute can be benefited with innovation and then go for the patent? What is the, what do you think, like how you think, like you being an student then going to this way? So what should be the journey like for those students?
For what I understand, that in the past days we don't have such facilities where we can collaborate with a big organization, with a college students, and before that we were not too much aware because of the IT industry. There's a problem in the data. We cannot have the 3G, 4G, or a 5G. Right now, we are in that stage, and we can do our virtual meetings. When we were in 2010, it was a taboo for us if we go for our virtual meetings. Now we can do that. And apart from this, if you physically meet any organization or any people, it is hard to do that because we cannot even find out. And people were not using such platform where we can go have an interaction. The social media has really boomed. Take example of a YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or a LinkedIn. People have joined such platforms, and they can easily discuss with the people what the industry requirements are, and based on that they can uh, evaluate themselves and work on their skills, and after that they can work on the innovation. And if you have a mentoring through an expert in the particular domain, then it's gonna help students to understand how I should start my journey. Because is initial stage you have to understand what you exactly you will be doing in your work. It should be enjoyable. If it won't be enjoyable, you won't put more efforts. And the innovations, first of all, need more innovation, because you have to think out of the box. Without out of the box you cannot invent something. Therefore it is highly important for the students, and it is really important for the students and the innovators if they want to pursue a career, if they want to do a job, if they want to solve a social problem or a industrial problems.
Maybe you wish to say that they can pick up the problem from the society and take as a project and then innovate and then go for the patenting and all, right?
Yes, before patenting, I want to tell you that just don't directly dig into the patenting. Don't invest too much time. Just understand how people have done that thing in the past. They might have filed patents, they have published some research paper. You should go and check thoroughly what you can do. While working on that particular project, and based on that you should choose a particular field or particular uh, project, and based on that you should start. Because if you initially understand this thing suits you, this thing helps you to uh, solve the society problem, then only you can do. And if initial stage you can rectify such things, then it is always better that you won't be wasting much time. Because later stage you get to know these things are not patentable, or these things have these many problems, then you might not have worked. So you at the initial stage, I always prefer that you should go and understand the technology, how previously the technology has been matured, and the trends and each things can be easily understand while like meeting the experts, or you can just directly Google that.
Mm. Right. So how they should build a culture for innovation, because in the past we have not seen the culture, but now institute is started to making a kind of environment where innovation can be built in. So what should be the really thing that can promote innovation in the institute?
Sir, on this, I'm too much harsh because currently people always think that they can patent anything.
Yes.
We have to understand patent, you have to understand it is a property, and you should invest in that property which should benefit you. It should not just a piece of a paper. Currently what the educational institutes are doing, just they are filing the patent application, and they are not even commercializing, and they are not even understanding the commercial aspects.
Yes.
What I always tell, if you are working in the domain, if you want to have a startup, you should focus on that particular technology. Don't focus on too many technologies or too many things, and start building one thing and then switch to another, and just build an entire portfolio so that you can protect and you can also promote that innovation through your model, or through your anything that you want to sell in the market, and it should be aligned to your product.
Yes, very rightly said, because innovation should not be a marketing status, right? Many institutes are using just for a marketing purpose, that how many patents they have filed. Even they are not protecting it further. Just they have given the initial application. And one more thing, what normally I used to see, that Indian patent system is a little bit tough, right? It takes a lot of time, and people, especially I have seen many faculty members, they worried about that we have filed but nothing is happening and a lot of time passed. So what do you wish to say about Indian patent system? And
Sir, if you ask me, currently Indian Patent Office is doing really well, and it has taken a lot of initiates in the past. Right now, if you file an application through an expedited examination process, in that you have to pay extra fees so that you can overcome to that queue, and your patent application going to be examined by the patent office with a certain limit time that has been mentioned in the Patents Act, and based on that they prosecute your application and they'll grant you. The shortest period according to the Indian Patent Act is 7 months. It should take at least 7 months to grant the patent application, because we have to also understand what the procedure of publication, because people might oppose, because you might have fraudulently acquire such innovation and you have filed a patent application. That's why certain restrictions are there, but it is a process, and even you have also not built the technology in a one day. It has taken a lot of efforts. So this is a time taking process, but you should understand, but you should file the first patent application and just let's sit for 1 or 2 years, so that patent office going to be examined, and then it your patent will be granted. Apart from this, there are a lot of people who are saying that we can grant your application within 4 months. According to me, it cannot be granted, because there is no such rule that in a 4 months or 5 months, because our examination process is hard, and it is according to the standards of USPTO, EPO, or a Japanese patent office. It is not a simple innovation, or the South African patent office, because we have to understand, in South Africa or in Australia, they have a limited resources. People are not don't have the manufacturing facilities. Uh, Therefore, they allow easy examination so that people in their countries can protect their IPs. But in India, we have a manufacturing setup, we have a whole system, and our patent office is doing really good. And our patent application is examining so well right now. We have to understand it is according to the standards of Europe and or USPTO.
Yeah, that is there.
Therefore it is tough.
Okay, that is there. In fact, that is a worthy sign also that Indians patent is well recognized worldwide, and people do appreciate the process. One more thing, how this you say, if we wish to see that innovation can be further developed and patent can be filed by the students or faculty members. So what if they give just one or two, 3 points, bullet points that they should proceed in a manner so that they can accelerate, definitely drafting, copywriting, and all that are technical things. Maybe students and faculties in general are not aware of. So, what do you suggest something for those students or faculty members?
First of all, I want to suggest that they should go and have a prior art search from their own, because they might understand well what they are going to innovate. They can take a help from Google Patents or a lens.org or different, just a normal Google search, so that they can understand what exactly the technology is. And based on that, they should start their work. If their idea, they can see their idea on a Google Patents, it's a wasteless to waste that time into that particular project. And then first you analyze what you're going to invent, and then just go for a provisional application, because within a provisional application you secures the date, because patent is granted for the person who files the first patent application. And based on that, the exam your application is going to be examined by the patent office based on the priority. And once you file a provisional, then take a thorough search and work on your invention, and just do the modification what you can do, and think of, you have a sufficient time of 1 year, and in 1 year you can develop a really good invention. And then go for a complete specification. After the complete specification, just file, go request for an examination. And within a 2 3 within a 1 month, 1 year or 2 year, the patent office is going to be examined. And based on the examination report, if some discrepancies are there, then the patent office will issue the FER. And based on that, your a lawyer, or you can also represent yourself in the patent office, and just put up your arguments why your innovation or your patent application is different from the prior arts that you have received in the FERs. And just if you have been satisfied, the controller, and then based on that, your patent application is going to be granted by the patent office. It is a simple process, but to go in a rigorous process of 3 to 4 years, just first initiate with a patent or a basic search to understand if somebody has created that thing or not, because this saves your 4 years time.
Excellent, very good. In fact, I wish to continue this discussion, but I know that you also have limitation of time. So maybe we'll have further discussions and maybe further sessions as per the requirement of different institute and all. And I'm really thankful for giving your time and to give a very insightful knowledge to the students, community, and faculty members that how to go ahead. And it was really delightful to have a discussion with you. Thank you for joining with me, and
Thank you, sir.
I'll surely will get ahead and get ahead to see that more and more, how more and more students and faculty members, because if students and faculty members get trained on innovation and patent, then only I think we can build a nation of real quality, because all the things will come later on.
Yes, because currently people are not aware how to initiate. If they understand how to initiate such process, then it might be easy for them to identify such thing that is patentable or not, and they should initiate, because it is a time consuming as well as it is a money matter also, because you have to invest a lot of money to protect. And in India, the fees is reduced, but if you take you want to protect your innovation or patent to US or in Europe, it is much more costlier.
Okay, thank you for giving your valuable input, and we'll definitely get back to you for
Thank you,
more
sir.
things, more of such discussion. Thanks a lot.